staring at the unmade side of the bed, tracing lines where your shadow used to be instead. I bought 2 tickets for that show downtown, forgetting for a second you're no longer around. It's the way I reach for my phone to tell you a joke, then feel the bitter sting of the words I never spoke. I guess I'm in love with a memory now, trying to live without you, but I don't know how. It's the ache in my chest that won't let me sleep, the promises we made but couldn't quite keep. I'm haunted by the us that we used to be, while you're out there finding a way to be free. Yeah, I guess I'm in love with someone who's gone. Your old sweater still hangs on the back of the door, a reminder of things I don't have anymore. I see you in strangers in every crowd. I almost call your name out loud. It's a slow motion crash that never quite ends, with strangers with secrets who used to be friends. If love is a fire, then I'm just the ash left in the wake of a beautiful smash. I'm holding my breath, waiting for the rain to wash away the sugar-coated pain. I guess I'm in love with a memory now, trying to live without you, but I don't know how. It's the ache in my chest that won't let me sleep, the promises we made but couldn't quite keep. I'm haunted by the us that we used to be, while you're out there finding a way to be free. Yeah, I guess I'm in love with someone who's gone. Cause I'm in love with the ghost of you. I'm reading back the messages you sent at 2 a.m., trying to find the moment where the us became a them. You said you needed space, I thought you meant a breath of air, but you were building borders while I was standing there. We're speaking different languages in the same quiet house. I'm a thundering heart and you're a silent mouse. Now our love is just a letter that I can't quite read, a tangled map to a place we no longer need. I said forever, you heard a shackled chain. You said goodbye, and I just heard the rain. Every word we ever whispered is falling out of fashion, a broken down engine with no more passion. We're lost in translation, drifting out to sea, and the dictionary's empty for you and me. I watched your lips move, but the meaning never came. Static frequency wrapped inside your name. I was looking for a signal, you were cutting off the wire, pouring out the water on our only fire. And I'm searching through the syntax of the things we used to be, but nothing makes sense in this shattered history. Maybe the meaning was stolen by the wind, maybe the ending was where we should have pinned our hopes. I'm yelling across a canyon that grows an inch a day, while the bridge we built is crumbling away. Now I love can't quite read. A tangled map to a place we no longer need. I said forever, you heard a shackled chain. You said goodbye, and I just heard the rain. We're lost in translation, drifting out to sea, and the dictionary's empty for you and me. What did you say? I couldn't hear you over the sound of my heart breaking. Lost in translation, just a blur, a quiet space. Goodbye, I think. I'm still parked in the driveway of the house we used to rent, wondering where the magic and the money actually went. I keep scrolling through the photos where your eyes are full of light, before the shouting matches in the dead of every night. I told my friends you held me back, I told the world I'm free, but the silence is a heavy weight that's crushing down on me. Maybe I'm wrong to think that I'm better off alone. Maybe I'm wrong to leave your clothes in boxes on the stone. I called it a mistake, I called it moving on, but the sun forgot to rise today since you've been gone. I'm chasing every shadow in this hollow, empty room, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm dying in the gloom. I learned how you like your tea, or at least I tried to do, but everything I touch just leads me straight back home to you. I rewrote all the history to make myself the same. Now I'm staring at the kitchen wall and hating every pain. I said we were toxic and I needed to escape, but I'm strangled by the memories and the faded yellow tape. Is it pride or is it freedom? I can't tell them apart. Now while I'm holding all the pieces of a shattered heart, I'm second guessing every word that led us to the ending, screaming at the universe for love I can't defend. Maybe I'm wrong to think that I'm better off alone. Maybe I'm wrong to leave your clothes in boxes on the stone. I called it a mistake, I called it moving on, but the sun forgot to rise today since you've been gone. I'm chasing every shadow in this hollow, empty room, and maybe I'm wrong. Pick up the phone, tell me it's not too late. Maybe I'm wrong, but I still love you, I still love you. Goodbye. No. I'm staring at the empty space across the kitchen table, trying to be the man I thought that I was able. I played my cards and I held them tight against my chest, but I was betting on a heart that needed its own rest. The house is quiet, the deck is thin, the lights are burning low, and I'm memorizing footsteps that I have to let go. 'Cause love love is a losing game, a gamble in the dark, where you give away your soul for a single dying spark. You double down on promises until the well runs dry. Then you walk out of the casino with a hollowed out goodbye. I folded all my dreams and I called out your name, but love is a losing game. Yeah, love is a losing game. I see your old sweatshirt and it feels like a defeat, a bitter kind of reminder on this one-way street. We were chasing the jackpot, we were reaching for the stars, but all we left behind was shattered glass and scars. I checked the odds and I checked the math 1,000 times before, but I still ended up leaning on the door. They say the house always wins, and I guess they're right. As I watch the color fade into the middle of the night, I gave you my best hand, I gave you every cent. Now I'm wondering where the beautiful magic went. 'Cause love is a losing game, a gamble in the dark, where you give away your soul for a single dying spark. You double down on promises until the well runs dry. Then you walk out of the casino with a hollowed out goodbye. I folded all my dreams and I called out your name, but love is a losing game. No more bets, the table's gone cold. Love is a losing game. I'm all out of love. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'm digging through the empty jars in the hollow kitchen shelves, looking for the version of us we kept unto ourselves. You left a sticky residue on the handle of the door, a sweetness that I'm starving for, but I can't have anymore. I'm licking wounds where the honey turned to glass, watching every golden hour painfully pass. Now I'm just chasing the ghost of the sugar on my tongue, the taste of the air from when we were young, a sickly kind of craving, a candy-coated lie, a shot of pure adrenaline before you said goodbye. My teeth are aching from the words I didn't say, and the syrup in my veins is starting to decay. I'm starving for the sugar on my tongue. You were the cherry on the top of a light that was to play. Now the dessert's over and I'm standing in the rain. I chewed on your promises until my mouth was sore, then I I swallow down the venom and I ask for more. There's a faint hint of vanilla in the sheets where you slept, the tally of the secrets that neither of us kept. Sugar doesn't heal the cut, it only makes it sting. I'm addicted to the poison of everything you bring. It's rotting out the center of the man I used to be, while you're pouring out your sweetness on someone else, not me. Now I'm just chasing the ghost of the sugar on my tongue, the taste of the air from when we were young, a sickly kind of craving, a candy-coated lie, a shot of pure adrenaline before you say goodbye. I'm starving for the sugar on my tongue, starving for the sugar on my tongue. So sweet, it's killing me. Sugar on my tongue, just a drop before the lights go out. Stay sweet, goodbye, goodbye. So sweet, goodbye. The porch light is flickering out on the drive. I'm sitting here waiting for something alive. Your dinner's gone cold in the microwave tray. I've been watching the minutes just bleeding away. I checked all the hospitals, I called every friend, hoping this silence was just a wrong bend. But the keys in the lock didn't make a sound, and the world kept on turning while mine hit the ground. And the sun's coming up through the dust on the glass, watching the ghost of our yesterday pass. I left the door open, I stayed on the floor, but I'm listening for footsteps that don't walk anymore. It's the hardest goodbye, there wasn't a choice. I'm losing the echo of your sweet voice. I kept the light on, but the darkness got through, 'cause you never came home, and I'm missing you. The unmade side of the bed is freezing deep, a shrine to the promises we failed to keep. I see your sweater and start to believe that you're just down at the store, didn't leave. But the coffee cup's empty, the closet is bare, just a heavy gray weight in the still morning air. I'm writing your name in the steam on the sink, trying to feel more and trying to think. Did you get lost in the city? Did you lose your way? Did you run out of reasons for one more day? I'm screaming at the silence until my throat is raw, at the cruelest ending that I ever saw. And the sun's coming up through the dust on the glass, watching the ghost of our yesterday pass. I left the door open, I stayed on the floor, but I'm listening for footsteps that don't walk anymore. It's the hardest goodbye, there wasn't a choice. I'm losing the echo of your sweet voice. I kept the light on, but the darkness got through, 'cause you never came home. One more night, one more year, the door is still unlocked. picking up the shattered glass from the kitchen floor, the same threshold where you don't stand anymore. I tried to patch the wall and paint the drywall white, but the cracks always show in the dead of the night. You were the gravity that kept me on the ground. Now I'm just spinning with no one around. I used to have a partner for the crash and the burn, for every mistake and every lesson we had to learn. We were a beautiful disaster, a mess made of two. But now I'm colliding with the memory of you. No hand on the wheel, no anchor to hold. Tonight I wreck alone. Yeah, I wreck alone. Silence in this car is louder than the scream of everything we lost in this broken down dream. I see your old sweatshirt in the passenger seat, a cold ghost sitting where the bitter and sweet used to meet. I'm driving in circles through the neighborhood rain, just mapping the distance between pleasure and pain. I'd take the impact if you were here to hold, to keep out the wind and keep out the cold. But the airbags are empty and the engine is stalled. I'm staring at the darkness where the love was once walled. I used to have a partner for the crash and the burn, for every mistake and every lesson we had to learn. We were a beautiful disaster, a mess made of two. But now I'm colliding with a memory of you. No hand on the wheel, no anchor to hold. Tonight I wreck alone. Just me and the dark. I wreck alone. The lights are fading out. I wreck alone. Goodbye to the us we were. I'm just a wreck alone. I'm sitting in the blue light of the television screen, watching static where our future used to be seen. The silence in the kitchen is a heavy ringing sound, since you packed your boxes and you left this hollow ground. I try to close my eyes, but the shutters have a leak and everything we promised starting to feel weak. Now I'm just wrestling with shadows in the middle of the night, losing every battle to the ghost of what was right. They're creeping down the hallway, they're whispering your name. to blame. I can't find the exit, I can't find a spark. I'm just drowning in these dark thoughts. In the dark, yeah, I'm lost in the dark. Every unanswered call is a nail inside the wood. I fixed the way I loved you if I only knew I could. I wonder if you're sleeping or if you're haunted too by the shattered pieces of the man I was with you. The ink is bleeding on the letters that I never meant to send. Just broken-hearted lyrics for a story at its end. Is it insanity or is it just regret? The coldest kind of fever that hasn't broken yet. I'm talking to the mirror like it's gonna talk back, watching the colors slowly fade to black. Now I'm just wrestling with shadows in the middle of the night, losing every battle to the ghost of what was right. They're creeping down the hallway, they're whispering your name, telling me that I'm the one who's solely to blame. I can't find the exit, I can't find a spark. I'm just drowning in these dark thoughts. Dark thoughts, staying for the weekend, staying for good. I guess I let them in. Goodbye, my love. Goodbye, goodbye. I'm scrubbing the scent of your favorite cologne off the sheets, and avoiding the diner we loved on a corner of two streets. I deleted the playlist that sounded like us in the car, but the radio knows exactly where the deepest bruises are. I told my reflection that I'm finally doing okay, and then I whisper your name to the ghost at the end of the day. I'm tearing down the wallpaper inside of my head, trying to unhear the promises that both of us said. It's a full-time job just to keep you away from the cracks in the ceiling and the shades of the gray. I'm erasing the highlights, I'm burning the view. I'm dying of thirst while I'm trying to forget you. Yeah, I'm trying to forget you. I saw a stranger who walked with that tilt of your head, and for a second the heavy weight dropped from my chest like But then the sunlight hit the sidewalk and the truth settled in. You're no longer the anchor, you're the scars on my skin. I've thrown out the coffee cups and everything sweet, but I'm still mapping your footsteps on every new street. Is there a pill or a prayer or a bottle for this to wash out the taste of a shattered first kiss? I'm trying to build a life on my own, but I'm haunted by everything that we should have known. I'm tearing down the wallpaper inside of my head, trying to unhear the promises that both of us said. I'm erasing the highlights, I'm burning the view. I'm dying of thirst while I'm trying to forget you. Get the laugh for I'm starting to let the cracks in the ceiling taint, trying to find the center in the fading saint. I poured out the wine we were saving for June, and I'm howling at the wrong side of the moon. I packed up your pictures, the ones where we smile before the love and bitter and wild. The keys are on the table, the air is real thin, and I'm knocking the door so you can't get back in. 'Cause I'm done with you and the way that you lie. I'm done with the teardrops that never run dry. I'm burning the bridge and I'm cutting the tide. I'm learning how to say your final goodbye. My heart is a desert, my spirit is blue. God help me, I'm finally done with you. I'm done with you. You walk past the diner where we met for the first time. You feel like a ghost story, you feel like a crime. I saw a stranger in the sea where you sat, and nothing in the world could be sadder than that. I'm erasing your number, unsubscribing from us, leaving the shattered pieces that turn into dust. The sense of your laughter is fading away into the shades of a cold winter day. No more excuses, no more regrets. I'm settling all of our beautiful debts. I'm pulling the anchor and setting a sail away from a love that was fated to fail. 'Cause I'm done with you and the way that you lie. I'm done with the teardrops that never run dry. I'm burning the bridge and I'm cutting the tide. I'm learning how to say your final goodbye. My heart is a dirt, my spirit is blue.